Where does this video go
Starting
to?
with name and.
Well,
I
we're
like that, yeah.
going to record all these clips from you and all your teammates, and then we're going
Okay.
to take like the best sentences out
Oh.
and thoughts, and then kind of
Okay.
put them back together. And then we'll be an event for your unit and others to
Oh,
see
fun.
the whole video and
Yeah, Paul
as
is on.
recognition
Fun.
for
Oh,
the
okay.
amazing work you've done in preventing VAP. So I didn't realize it's over 1,400 days now.
It is, yeah.
Now, what's your name, by the way?
I'm Steph.
Steph.
Hi.
I'm Law.
I'm
And
Suzette.
this is Zed.
Nice to
Um,
meet you.
So we're just going to ask you a few questions. Talk to
Okay.
me. Don't worry about the camera. That's not what
Okay.
it is. So basically, we're just going to ask a few things, and I'll just start. Your role here on this unit, based on the success you've had in preventing VAP, what are some things that you do personally to make sure you stay on top of that and have contributed to this success?
I think personally we try and perform mouth care on our patients every 4 hours by using the pink mouth swabs or oral care, brushing their teeth, keeping the head of the bed elevated greater than 30 degrees, partnering with respiratory, making sure they're getting the respiratory treatments on time, suctioning them accordingly, and I think making sure their tubing is clean, germ-free.
Have you had any challenges over the past year that you guys have really tackled?
I think sometimes it's hard with the families to explaining to them why it's important to do all these things to prevent VAP, but as soon as you explain to them how we're trying to prevent their child from acquiring something like this, they're pretty understanding and pretty willing to work with us.
Phenomenal. That was going to be my next question about families, so you
Yeah.
pulled that in perfectly.
Okay.
So as a team, how do you feel you guys you successfully communicate and you're all on the same page even with handoffs and during your
Right.
huddles?
I think it's our standards to do everything by, according to hourly, doing our mouth swabs every 4 hours, just when we're repositioning the patients, making sure you're documenting it, passing along if there's a barrier, if there's a tough family member to work with, what types of things work better for what family members, how to communicate. So I think intercommunication with report and handoff, and then following just hospital, policies and guidelines. I think that's what has made our effectiveness.
Well, I've heard that a few times, that
Yeah.
your routine and
Yeah.
you're being very strict about doing the documentation, doing what you do, so there's no, I'll get back to that later and
Right,
document
there's
later.
nothing. If you do it, you document it.
Right.
If it's not documented, it's not done.
Excellent. All right, so that's a good tip, because a lot of, I know a lot of units have different focuses,
Right.
but sometimes when you put something off, even if it's just for a minute,
Right.
there can be some quality issue with that.
Very true. Yes.
Okay. And that would be advice we would give to the other units, but I'm trying to think, you covered really everything that I need. And that
Okay.
fast,
Really
too.
good.
So you're good. You're done.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right.